Congratulations! You've been chosen to build the hours column of your Minecraft command block clock. So let's take a look on how it works. First of all, hours regroup in base 12. So after 12 o'clock, it becomes 1 o'clock. So when a block of sand hits up top here, it should be left 1 o'clock on this entire thing. So I've set the clock almost at 12:59. Right now it just hit 12:58. And now it's going to hit 12:59. And let's see what happens when it finally hits 1 o'clock. So there's 12:59. And the ticker's got to go around the track one more time. Go minecart, go. And 12:59. And let's see it go from 12:59 to 1 o'clock. Boom. Nice. It went from 12:59 to 1 o'clock. So your friends who are working on the 1s and 10s are going to handle these. You're going to handle this, just the hours. So hours are in base 12, meaning they clear at 12. If your person who is building the interface is not finished, come around and take a look at these command blocks and talk to your fellow coders about what you think these numbers mean. Once your interface is built, come on back. Now that your interface is built, let's get started on coding this hours section. So first thing you're going to need to do is get a command block. If you don't know how to do it, it's simple. Hit /give @p, and then I'm going to start to spell command block, and I'm going to write COM, and I'm going to hit tab. Boom, it says command block, enter. Now I have a command block, voila. I'm going to now check my coordinates for the bottom, which is -9 for -57. My interface builder should have given me those. And then I'm going to check up on where the 13th block would fall. So there it goes up to 12. And now I'm standing here where the 13th block would land, causing everything to clear. And that is at -9, 16, -57. So we're testing for a sand block to land here, and when that does, everything's going to clear. So let's write our code. Got our command block. Let's place it down behind the hours column. Right click it to open it, and you're going to write the command test for block. Why? Because you want to test for a block. Where do you want to test for the block? Well, I want to test for the block at the coordinate -9, 16, -57. And what kind of block do I want to test? I want to test for sand. Now, right now, as you saw, the command block was beige, and it says impulse here. If I leave this alone, it won't really work because an impulse command block only shoots when it's hit by a redstone trigger. But we want this command block going on all the time. We want it going test for sand, test for sand, test for sand, test for sand, test for sand. So I'm going to switch it from impulse to repeat and change it from needs redstone to always active. Cool. Now to build the signal creator, you're going to get a redstone comparator and place it here. And what do you know? It works. If I take off this, that thing's going to go turn off. If I put on that 13th block, it's going to turn on. Now, redstone repeaters, comparators have a very weak signal, so to get the signal all the way to these command blocks, you're going to need to juice it up with a repeater. Now, be careful when you place it, because if you place it backwards, it won't work. If you place it to the side, it won't work. The base of the triangle needs to be touching the command block, and same deal with the repeaters. If I place it that way, it won't work. If I place it backwards, it won't work. So stand on the command block when you place down your comparator and your repeater. One last time, take a look at it. Test for block, your coordinate, test for, and make it sand. Make sure it's on repeat and always active. Then put a comparator down and a repeater. If it doesn't quite work and there's a problem in your code, you're going to have to put it to needs redstone and back onto impulse in order for it to fix, because this is always on. All right, build it, pause the video, and come back and see me. Now that you've built your test for sand, we need to clear out all of this. So we're going to need to get the coordinates for everything we want to clear out. We're going to start at a height of 4 and we're going to end at a height of 15. And you can see that as the middle number in our coordinates up here in the upper left-hand corner. So it was -9, 15, -57. I like to start at the bottom. I'm also going to open up a place to write. I have a Word doc here. You can put it in a Google search or a URL, but it's just a lot better to write the set block coordinate here. And I'll show you why. It saves a ton of time. Set block up. It all needs to be lowercase. So I'm going to put a little something there to keep it lowercase. -9, 15, -57, and I want to change that block to air. Actually, you know what? I'm going to start at the bottom. I'm going to make that 4. Okay, and I'm going to copy this, just the set block part. And I'm going to go back to my game, and I'm going to paste in the code I just wrote. Put another command block, paste in the code I just wrote. Change the middle number up by 1. And you're just going to do the same pattern until you hit that last block, which was at 15. Four, 5, 6. So you'll have to do this 12 times. If you get the hang of it right now by watching it, you can pause your video and fill in your 12 command blocks and come back to me to see how to wire it up. 8. 9. 10. 5 more to go. 11. 12. 13. 14. 15. Now that all your code has been entered, grab some redstone wire, hold down Shift, and right-click the top of your command blocks, making the wire go down. And now we're going to test it. We're going to take it all the way up to the 12th block, and we're going to place the 13th block, which will make this 12 roll over into 1 o'clock. Boom. Yatta! That's Japanese for you got it. So let's try it again. Boom. 1 o'clock. And build it, talk to your friends, test it out, and if you need help, check your codes and make sure that everything is lowercase and all that. Well, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Now go build your 12 or your hours.